have the valve cover breathers vent off. It shoots the excess out the back, and then if the engine gets hot, antifreeze heats up, and that shoots out the back. It keeps anything from getting near us, the drivers. It's a safety feature, you know. U.S. Hot Rod likes to keep everything safe, so we put the tubes out the back because we're sitting up front, and it keeps us in good shape.
It's much like a coolant in a car?
Yeah, we run the same coolant the cars do, but we have the overflow because we get real hot. It'll shoot it out the back tubes along with any excess pressure the engine will build up on the inside, shoots it out the back.
Well, let's watch and see what Avenger can do in freestyle. A reminder that 29 already on the board from Gunslinger. And I still love the look of this machine.
1957 Chevy Nomad for the driver from Columbus, Michigan. And you mentioned 29. Doesn't take a math major to realize there's only 1 point Jim can come up with to take the lead. He's got to have a perfect 30. Another guy that runs a huge engine, 575 cubic inches. Look at that.
Some nice air, sick air on the part of Jim Kohler. And that got the crowd going a little bit, so he's off to a good start.
Kohler, an underrated freestyler. For some reason, over the last year or two here on TNN, he hasn't really scored well despite having some brilliant freestyles. Let's see how he's treated here in Orlando. Now that is supposedly something that the judges will deduct for if you back up without making the move in reverse.
But when you get out like that, boy, it'll make up for it.
They're not going to deduct for that. Woo! Man, did you see how high he was?
That was worth backing up.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
You go, young man. That was
nice.
Outstanding. Came up a little short on time, though. Didn't use the full 90.
He's still going to score well in my book.
Can he get to the 30? I doubt it.
Nope, he gets a 27, though. 3 9s for Jim Kohler.
Obviously, you're familiar with the verb to launch.
Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely put it on high, and we shot it up as high as we could and put it over the big jump. It felt really good, really, really good. You know, we got down here to Orlando early. We did Disney, we did MGM. Well, tonight was TNN, and we got that ride all right.
All right, now it's time for us to salute the man. Gravedigger, Dennis Anderson, 20 years. Here's our Digger Minute.
No, because I'm going to tell you right now, man, all of them, you know, most of the crashes, say if I'd done 50 crashes, 45 of them feel the same. You know what I mean? It's like in the other ones, it's like some are slack, some are hard, some are, you know, cartwheels. That's what mixes your head up when you're doing the cartwheel deal, you know, from tail to tail. But the ones that I got hurt in didn't look like I should have got hurt, you know, and I hurt my back that time really bad, and when I busted my ribs, that was as long as I ever had the wind knocked out of me, and I swear to God, I thought I was not even going to come. I was just, and I don't never faint. I mean, I've been knocked out a couple of times, but you know, I don't never just faint because I can't catch my breath. I've had the wind knocked out of me so many times, it's unreal. The year before last, it happened to me all the time. All the time. And when I say all the time, 5 times I had the wind knocked out of me. And I just slowed down just for a moment. I'm hunting, get my breath back, and it's like, God, I hope that thing don't jump like that again.
Here are our scores so far. Gravedigger, the only truck yet to run.
A couple of great freestyles at the top. The main difference between the top 3 is that Gunslinger used the full 90 seconds. Avenger and Power Forward were super, but they couldn't fill the full-time slot.
Now the big question is this. What does Dennis Anderson have for this course? Can he get a perfect 30? That's what it'll take to win. He's next on Monster Jam.
Got to be on your P's and Q's. You slip off this dirt and get on that AstroTurf, they'll shut you down in a minute. When they shut you down in your freestyle, they put you behind.
20th anniversary of the most dominant monster truck on the planet with the official Gravedigger 20th anniversary gear, limited edition t-shirts, keychain, cap, sticker, and the Gravedigger 20 home video, all commemorating the 20th anniversary of the baddest monster truck ever. So don't wait. Log on to ushra.com and grab your official Gravedigger 20th anniversary gear now.
This segment of Monster Jam is brought to you by the official game of Monster Jam for the PlayStation 2 and Game Boy Advance from Ubisoft Entertainment.
It's called Maximum Destruction, and you have just got to own it. If you're a Monster Jam fan, you can live the monsters when you're on Maximum Destruction. Call 888-659-RACE or order yours today at ushra.com.
Our collision decision, Chad Fortune in power forward, got over on his lid. A great effort by him tonight.
Which brings us to our Jammer question. Just log on to ushra.com. Give us the answer. You can win some USHRA hot merchandise. Just tell us, what driver did our TNN cameras go on the road with this week from Indianapolis to Orlando?
We learned a lot about life on the road. Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger up next to freestyle. He's having a great season, particularly in freestyling. But even Dennis admits this is not an easy part of this sport.
I can tell you right now, it's a chore when we get out there trying to, just trying to win freestyle. I'm like, good God, these guys made some good moves. And just the style, a lot of times, I go out there and crazy and wild, but just the style and going out and picking and choosing how you're going to do it, it looks good. And then the judges are learning more, too, I think, this year in the last couple of years. They know what to judge on a lot better now.
I tend to agree with that. I think our judges, for the most part, have been pretty good this year.
Nice start from Dennis. And you got to remember, these judges are fans who are actually at the event. I mean, they don't go around and tour with them, so they're fans and they're telling us what they think. And, the drivers all accept that there's going to be a little leeway in there. Sometimes they may not agree with them, but it's still the fans making the call.
Did you see the air by Gravedigger there? That was absolutely awesome.
Look at those rooster tails coming up. It's like he's got it in the water, man, just kicking dirt everywhere.
He's got to beat Gunslingers 29.
You know what a good freestyle is? You've got to assault the fans' senses all the way around. You got to show them something. They got to hear it. They got to feel it. They got to smell it. And Dennis knows that.
He hit that car at the end of the sand drag course. And Dennis has great momentum going. Already a couple of spectacular moves. Let's see what else is in store. Nice air by Gravedigger.
Man, he is jumping today. Really getting up there. And this track is tough. You can see the ruts, especially down the far end.
Oh, he launched it there.
Wow.
Gravedigger with sick air.
Had to be 25, 30 feet in the air on that jump. Kick up a little sand. Yeah. The icon is showing him why he is considered the all-time greatest freestyler ever. Outstanding run for Anderson.
He's out of time, and he really did put some nice moves on. He's maybe out of time, but he's still going to be kicking up some sand.
He saw Hartsock went after the clock, and he's going to do it too. If they're not going to shut him down, he's going to keep going. Oh, the fans are eating this up. Woo!
You see in the background, they're up on their feet, cheering Gravedigger. You hear the cheers for Dennis Anderson out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, in his 20th season, and certainly one of his best.
I've got one thing to say. Show me the 10s, my friend. Show me 3 of them.
Oh, you think he's got
awesome.
it then, huh?
I think it's in the bank, my friend.
We'll see. There it is. You're right. Dennis Anderson, perfect 30.
You really pulled off a creative run.
Yeah, I did. I tell you, the track's really loose out here, so you got to be on your P's and Q's. You slip off this dirt and get on that AstroTurf, they'll shut you down in a minute. When they shut you down in your freestyle, they put you behind. I tell you right, Scott didn't leave. He didn't leave me much to work with because he hit everything out here and he had a good score going on. But hey, man, we pulled off the race. We pulled off the freestyle. And believe it or not, old Nelly here is still on all 4 wheels and it'll drive out of this building.
Boy, that's another plus, too, because it's not often that Dennis Anderson can drive that thing out of the building.
Rare treat for the crew, guys. They get a day off. I'll tell you what. Gunslinger, Scott Hartsock, you tip your hat to him, you tip your hat to Kohler, you tip your hat to Fortune. They made Dennis lay down that shot to win it. I love the competition here tonight. Some great freestyles, but look at Dennis Anderson as we move to the season points. He really wants this points title here in his 20th anniversary, Mike. And he's closing in. Still a ways to go.
I think Dennis Anderson really has a chance to get both overall titles. And an inspired performance, as you said, by Jim Kohler and Avenger tonight.
Absolutely awesome, and I'm a big fan of Jim Kohler's. Have been for a long time in terms of his freestyles. He gave us another great one tonight.
And how about Scott Hartsock in Gunslinger, the Florida native of 29?
Always been great at racing. He is now a top contender in freestyle, and that's just come about the last year or two.
And what a week for Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. A perfect 30. He's the freestyle champion here in Orlando tonight. It has been a great show, a sellout crowd, 60,000 people. We've loved every minute of it. For Scott Douglas, I'm Mike Hogwood. Thank you for being with us. Back down one more time to Kate Milliken.
Big air and tight competition defined this night in freestyle. Power forward, gunslinger, and sudden impact all gave Dennis a run for his money. But in the end, the veteran pulled through again with a perfect 30, and he didn't even break his truck. Most importantly, 65,000 Orlandians came, saw, and left with a vision that they won't soon forget. They also have a new game plan for next year's vacation. Viva Las Vegas. For Monster Jam, I'm Kate Milliken. We'll see you next time. Stick around for the jam.